Growing up here, in Atlanta, would you say that you had like a fairly normal childhood?
I had an intriguing childhood. I had a famous, fun childhood.
Fun?
I used to do youth ministry for Creflo churches, and I was underneath that lineage.
So was she cheating?
She was cheating.
Okay.
She was cheating.
How'd you find out?
She told me.
She told you?
She told me, but what she told me, I found out because I had a tracker on the car.
Okay. So you had a position at the church.
I had a platform.
Okay, and so what happened to that?
My marriage.
How did your marriage affect your platform? Let me ask, man, when you used to be up on the stage on Sundays and you're at this big prestigious church,
Yeah.
did you ever think that you'd be homeless one day? What's up, YouTube? Man, shout out to everybody that shows love out here. I appreciate y'all. That keeps me charged up. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got my guy here today. How you doing today, man? Awesome, man. So are you homeless?
Yes.
Okay, and so how old are you?
28.
28. And so how long have you been homeless?
For five and a half years. 5.5 years.
5.5 years?
Yes.
Okay. What happened 5.5 years ago that caused you to become homeless?
Me and my wife started getting a ways about ourselves that we started outgrowing each other. My wife is 4.5 years older than me. So I've always hung out with an older crowd. That's how I picked her up.
Right.
But say the least, we wasn't compatible, and we just it was through nature. She's a Gemini, I'm a Pisces. It's oil and water for that mix.
Okay.
To say the least. But we still had a beautiful princess, and we could co-parent our butts off. And everybody got 2 signs. We got a moon sign too. So she was attracted to my moon sign. It's Gemini. So I'm a Pisces Gemini.
All right, so I don't want to get people too involved in the astrology stuff. But okay, so bottom line though is that y'all...
We didn't mix.
Right, y'all kind of didn't mix. Are y'all still legally married or...
We are still legally married.
Okay, still legally married?
It's just, it costs $500 for a divorce. And I couldn't do that, pay the bills, go through all of this and that. I was working 2 jobs, keeping $100 to myself. I give her the rest of the check, tell her to go take care of herself. So it wasn't like I was a bad dude. I wasn't trying to cheat on her. They called social media likes. I was liking pictures on social media. You want to call that a breakup? She also.
So wait, so hold on. So you was liking girls' pictures on social media, and that's what caused y'all to break up?
No, that's what caused her to find an excuse to sneak out the house and slowly move her stuff out of the house.
So was she cheating?
She was cheating.
Okay.
She was cheating.
How'd you find out?
She told me.
She told you?
She told me, but what she told me, I found out because I had a tracker on the car, okay? And she knew that. She knew it was a tracker on the car because we was renting it. The drive time had a tracker on the car.
Right. Right.
And so we all had the app. I had the app. I don't know if she had it, but I knew where she was going. I called her one day, and I was at work. And that's how that happened. She told me it was a girl. I said, well, let's get this polygraph going, or the polygram, whatever,
Right, polygraph going.
You know what I'm saying? She was like, no, she don't go that way. Short story after that kind of hurt me a little bit, but they didn't last 6 months.
Wait, but so hold on. Because you said, hey, let's get a polygraph.
Yeah.
When did she say, no, this is actually a dude? Like, what you said that she told you?
It could have been like a she-male or nothing like that. I'm not judging it no more right now. I don't know exactly what it was. It could have been a dyke, or she was exploring herself, or that's all she had.
What was she at, like a hotel or something?
Yeah, she went to a hotel.
Okay, and so, but she didn't admit. Did she admit to cheating, or did she not admit to cheating?
I told her to bring my car back, and she can tell me whatever she wanted to tell me because she was supposed to be going grocery shopping.
Well, I'm just asking straight up though. Did she admit to cheating? Yes or no?
Yes, eventually she did.
Eventually
she did. Told me that yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And so you say you have kids. How many?
I have one princess of my own, but I do have a stepdaughter.
Okay. So how old is your biological?
6.
Okay. And so how old is your step?
My step is 8.
Okay, got you. And that's her daughter?
That's her daughter.
Okay. All right, so and so you're not legally divorced.
Nope.
Okay, so let's just jump into this, because why has it been 5.5 years?
Why has it been 5.5 years that we still been
No. That you said that you've been homeless.
homeless?
Right. So why has it been 5.5 years?
Because she put me on child support. She put me on child support, and I stopped working.
For how many kids?
1.
Okay. I was just sometimes you know,
sometimes
because you was legally married, so
Hey, look.
you could have got put on for the other one as well, possibly.
Her family makes 6 figures, all of them. Her dad is a 6-figure guy. I met the kid, or the guy, or the gentleman. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, he's met me too. So,
Well, I mean, I hope y'all have met. You were married to her.
Right. So we have an understanding. She didn't have to put me on child support. Not when I know that she lives in a mansion, she can be provided for. So I have no issues.
So
about
why do you think
where
she put you on
stays.
child support?
She put me on child support because she wanted to be spiteful, I believe. She told my mom that her heart hardened towards me. Well,
Okay, but why? Why be spiteful? You say that she
Why?
cheated, right?
Yes.
Is that the reason why y'all divorced?
Well, she got married to a 19-year-old. She was 23, going on 24. I wanted her because she was the only one in my bachelor pad, cooking, cleaning, supplying.
She was doing all the wifey
drugs,
/ mommy
supplying
duties.
the alcohol. You know what I'm saying? The groceries. She was doing the wifely duties inside of my space when I was at 18.
Right.
And all the rest of the chicas was just using me up.
Right.
You know, I felt to believe. So at that time, yeah, she was the right one. So I put a ring on it. If you like it, I'm going to put a ring on it. You know what I'm saying?
I get that. I get that. But okay, so I guess what I'm saying though is that since you guys have gotten divorced, which you say was about 5.5 years ago,
Right.
Okay, why haven't you been able to
Separated.
Separated, right? Since the marriage, broke down 5.5 years ago,
Right.
Because you said that's when you became homeless.
Homeless.
Okay, so real quick, let's start from the beginning. Where you from?
I'm from Ohio.
You from Ohio?
I was born in Ohio, but I've been down here since 3rd grade. So guess what?
You pretty much from here, yeah. What part of Atlanta?
Okay, so we got Clayco. We gotta go Riverdale. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, we got Clayco.
We got Clayco on deck. But I didn't when I started out at. That's what I spent a lot of time at. But
just quick with it, man. What part of Atlanta?
We got DeKalb.
What part of Atlanta do you claim?
Clayton County.
Man, shout out that Clayco.
Yeah.
Shout out that DeKalb. Shout out the whole Metro Atlanta area, man. Yes, sir. All right, and so growing up here in Atlanta, did you have both mom and dad in the household?
Yes, I had my stepdad in the household, and I had
stepdad and mom.
And mom.
Okay, any siblings?
Yeah, I got my daughter. My little sister, and my older brother.
Okay, and so
shout out K1 and K3. I'm K2.
Okay, all y'all got Ks.
Yeah.
Shout it out, man. And so growing up here, in Atlanta, would you say that you had like a fairly normal childhood?
I had an intriguing childhood. I had a famous, fun childhood.
Fun?
I used to do youth ministry for Creflo churches, and I was underneath that lineage. So I used to do youth ministry up at World Changers. Shout out World Changers.
Wow.
Shout out Christian Life Center.
So meaning doing youth ministry.
Shout out Hope for Tomorrow.
Was you like a youth ministry leader?
Yes.
Okay. So you had a position at the church.
I had a platform.
Okay, and so what happened to that?
My marriage.
How did your marriage affect your platform?
I could not work and go through the fight my demons and be a strong leader on stage and act like I wasn't going through it at the same time.
So basically the stresses of the marriage caused you to, I guess, lose your focus and not be able to perform as well?
Not be able to perform as well.
Were you fired or were you,
No,
did you
I was
just
never
kind of
fired. I go up to the church all the time.
So did you just stop going?
I just stopped going. My faith lacked. My dreams and hopes was leaving me.
Did Creflo not reach out to you?
They always reach out to me. CLC always reach out to me. They send me emails, whatever. You know, are you still with us? Church like that. You know, I was ordained by them, so yeah, I can definitely say I'm still connected. It's just I knew myself to step down when I.
So hear what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So for the last 5.5 years, where have you been staying?
I have been staying outside in Atlanta or with relatives, but I've not owned my own property since after the separation.
Okay. Why not?
Because of the child support. I don't want to work. I know who I am. I know what you've done. All of that in my head. It was too much.
What do you mean?
The disrespect from the wife, I guess. It was kind of too much for me. I can't say that I done nothing wrong. I mean, yeah. I was young.
Did you cheat?
I wanted to play my video games.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to drink. You know what I'm saying?
Did you cheat?
I didn't cheat.
Okay, so that's here's the thing, right? I'm trying to figure out. Okay, have you been working during these 5.5 years?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you caught up on child support?
I'm not.
Okay. How much is it per month?
Well, I don't know now. I don't know, but it was like every check that they pull out, you know, maybe like rounded up about $300, right?
It's about $600 a month.
No, $300.
All right, my boy, have a good one, man.
A check.
Yeah, good talking to you.
A check, I guess. Okay, so yes, about $600 a month.
Because you got paid every 2 weeks. Okay. It's a decent amount for one child.
Something like that. Something like that.
Okay, so basically you're saying that you wasn't able to pay that and maintain your own life.
Right.
Okay. Your mom and dad, where did they stay?
Well, they were going through a divorce of themselves. So at the time, my stepfather and my mother were going through a divorce. And it was just all types of just divorce spirit going along.
Well, I get that, but as far as having a roof over your head, right?
Right.
Why couldn't you stay with one of them?
Well, when we left our apartment, we did move back in with my mother. And that's when she decided that she wanted to move back with her father or to her father's mansion. You know what I'm saying?
Understandably, I get that. I mean, y'all were married, so
right.
She probably, it would have been good for her to stick it through, but the bottom line is that, it was probably uncomfortable being there at your mom's house or whatever.
Right.
But my point is, why couldn't
versa.
you stay there after y'all separated?
Stay where?
At your mom's house.
Oh yeah, that's just where I stayed.
Okay.
And she stayed
so
back
did you
at her dad's house.
Right, but did you eventually get kicked out of your mom's house?
No.
So you still stay there now?
I don't stay there now. We've all split up. It was me, my brother, and my mom actually. My sister goes to school. My little sister K3. She goes to Georgia State. Shout out Georgia State. And
so I mean, where's your mom now? Does she have a spot?
She's back in Detroit, up north. That's where I'm from. I told you. Shout out Ohio. Shout out Detroit. Shout out Michigan.
So she's back up in Detroit. Does she have her own spot in Detroit, or is she staying with somebody?
Yeah, she has her own spot up in Detroit. My brother got his own spot out in Phoenix City. Shout out Alabama.
Okay, so basically, you're just trying to get your own spot because you don't really. It sounds like you don't have your mom or your brother here.
Right. Anymore.
Okay.
My grandmother's here. Shout out to my grandma, Pastor Kathy. She's a pastor too. I come from a lineage of ministers.
Okay.
So
well, I mean, I'm trying to figure out. Does your grandma know that you're homeless?
Yes. I choose to get my own lifestyle. I choose this lifestyle because I don't like handouts. I believe that I can get it on my own. I've done it before. It's just that I got these obstacles to run around now. Every day you learn something new. Every day is a new obstacle. Every day.
Listen, I mean, I'm rooting for you, man, but 5 years, man, like you haven't been able to kind of
5 years
get it going. And
5 years in and out of relative homes, or doing it with not by myself. That's what I'm saying. Been living with people. Been living with my mom. Been living with my brothers. Been living with my grandmother. Been living. But that was in that time period, or just doing it by myself. It was time I was outside across the street in Doraville, in a tent across the street from my job over there at Suzanne's Kitchen. It was a tent across the street from there that I used to sleep in for like 8 months too.
Wow.
It was like 8 months I did that. I racked up. I came out of there I saved about rounded up about 3 bands.
Right.
I saved up, but besides me eating and spending money and then not paying rent, nobody just using that facility because they didn't have a third shift. They didn't have a third shift. They just had a first and a second, I think.
I get it, man. I get it.
So I slept into the morning. I didn't bother nobody.
Let me ask, man, when you used to be up on the stage on Sundays and you're at this big prestigious church,
yeah,
did you ever think that you'd be homeless one day?
Thought never really crossed my mind. It never really crossed my mind. I always thought, I'll be able to work or whatever and work things out. But then I remember when I went to Youth Challenge Academy in Fort Gordon. Shout out Youth Challenge. We used to camp outside in recon anyway. So I would always.
So wait, you went to Youth Challenge Academy?
I went to, that's where I graduated from.
Okay, so real quick, so have you ever had any mental illness diagnosis or anything like that?
No, I just never fit in, never. I was always a leader. That's who I am. That's my name.
Because you went to Youth Challenge Academy, but then you was also a church leader?
Yes.
So
Youth Challenge, I chose to go to Youth Challenge. I wasn't court ordered. I volunteered to go.
Okay, so you voluntarily went there.
I voluntarily went.
Why?
Because my friends were 2.5 years older than me. They were my brother's friends. So my brother's friends.
They went there and you wanted to go there?
No. When they graduated, okay. and I was a junior, and all of my friends who were seniors and juniors left.
Right. You was ready to get up.
I was ready to get up out of there.
At McNair, huh?
Mount Zion.
Mount Zion. Okay.
So they lost their accreditation one time anyway. So they was already, it was substitute after substitute, same packet. I did this packet last week, but it's not a different substitute. Let me go ahead. Y'all gonna pass me along anyway. I might as well not wait another year when I can do it now. And I found out a way how to do it, so I went to Youth Challenge and graduated.
Okay. All right, man.
In 8 months.
Well, listen. And so, being in this position, like, how often do you get to see your kids?
Well, that's always, you know how that goes. It's up to her. Even though I can put my foot down, but I have to have stability somewhere. So when
was the last time you saw like your 6-year-old?
Oh, at Easter.
Okay, so you just saw Easter. And before that, when was the last time?
Well, it was, I didn't see her. She called me. I guess she wanted to see me.
When last time you physically
The last
saw
time
her?
I physically seen her was her birthday. January 28th.
January,
actually,
okay.
We
So a few months ago.
She had the same birthday as J. Cole. So yeah, a few months ago.
Okay, man. Shout it out, man. Yeah, my youngest birthday was just yesterday. So
yeah.
Shout them out. All right. Well, listen, man. We really appreciate you taking the time answering all of our questions.
Yes.
If anybody out there wanted to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way they could do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
Here we go. Y'all ready? Zodiac Attacks. I'm back on it. I got everybody chart on there. I don't get too much inside of the readings and like that because I don't do that. I'm a minister, so I don't want nobody telling me my fortune. God knows.
Real quick, what's your Instagram?
Zodiac_attacks.
Okay, Zodiac_attacks.
Zodiac.
What about your Cash App?
Cash App is Kang Campaign LLC. KING Campaign LLC.
Okay.
I believe it's some numbers right there, but I forgot them at the end. LLC 100.
Okay, man. All right. Well, like I say, really appreciate you. Definitely wish you nothing but the best out here. All right.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you have a good one, man.
You too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.